Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I'm Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I'm Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me, true player for real, ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing, and that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Hey, y'all, I just went on TikTok. It was so bizarre. I was like, why are they just staring at me? It's not saying no. They was on my little panel. And some of them didn't even probably speak English. It was just really weird. So I was trying to do this app on my phone. I don't know how to do it. I totally forgot my password and everything. And so I was trying to do like the ring light so I can come up here live and y'all could kind of see what I'm doing here. It's just really weird. So anyway, I guess we're gonna talk my Jazzy life. Uh, I guess that's what we're gonna do, y'all. Uh, this is so bizarre. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out how to, do this, my phone on here, so I could kind of sit, because I kind of wanted to sit on. I just wanted to sit on the couches and talk to you, but I don't know, because I don't have only desk, only little thing I have is right here to sit down, but it's kind of strange how it's done. Anyway, I don't know, y'all. So I guess I'll just be chilling. Anyway, I wanted to, before we got into it, hold on, let me take my phone from here because it looks awkward. Like, suppose somebody call me, I'm about to run across here. So I'm gonna try to. Oop, sorry. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that I've noticed. So when I was looking at Olivia, You Babysitting Tarzan 2 and 3. Girl. So I'm glad girl. I'm gonna cut it up just a little bit. It's 67 degrees in here. And I want to be a little warm. It's kind of hot outside. It's not hot, but it's hot enough. So a couple things that I noticed in Olivia's live, and I want to show you this. Give me a second here. I don't really watch Olivia, but some told me to watch this live she just did. Now, I thought it was a little bizarre that bird was in there, and I was like, oh, and I really looked at the bird. I said, oh my God. Okay, so let me. I did take the liberty to take a picture of the bird, and the bird would not move. So y'all know I'm spiritual and all of that. And, I sent some things. And so what was this bird behind her? So I got the picture of the bird, but I want to put it on the screen real quick. Let me send it to myself if y'all give me just a spell. I'm going to show y'all the bird. Hold on. Let's see. Let me put my... All right, give me a second here. Okay. All right. Let me send it to myself. Let me send it to myself. I didn't even send nothing to myself. Girl, I didn't even send a picture of the dang on bird. I was supposed to put the picture of the bird in here. And I just sent me an email to myself with nothing attached to it. It was really weird. Okay, here we go. I got the picture now. I sent it to myself. Okay, give me a second here. Let me pull it up. How you doing, Mysterious? Okay. All right, y'all. While y'all coming in, I'm going to get this picture of this bird up here. So we're gonna talk a little. We're gonna talk my jazzy life, of course, because that's what y'all like talking about, and that's cool. However, I'm gonna bring a picture. Well, first I'm gonna talk about Olivia real quick. I don't want to go into details about her and her life. You know, we already know what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people that react on her. She's just not a person that I really want to react on. But I do want to talk about this one thing that I saw. Okay, give me a second here. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Okay. All right, so this one thing right here, I have this shirt underneath here, and it's getting on my nerves because it's green. And I keep on trying to pull. I gotta pull my shoulders. Anyway, it don't go with my pants. So I gotta pull this. It's a shirt that I got up under here. Okay. That's getting on my nerves. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to pull this up if y'all give me just a spell. Give me a second here. Okay, let's pull up this picture. Give me a second. Let me pull up this picture. Y'all be not patient with me sometimes. Y'all be like, dang. Okay, so this kind of intrigued me a little bit. So y'all know I'm a healer, yada yada yada. Okay, so it was this bird right here. Okay, so God, where did it go that quick? Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me find the picture of that bird real quick. Okay, all right. Hold on, let me pull it up. Dang, where is it at? There it is. Where is it at? Okay, there it is. Okay, so this bird I don't know if y'all was watching that video, but if y'all was watching it, hold on, let me, two shakes of a lamb's tail. Hold on. Okay, create. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, let me make me smaller. Okay. And let me make this picture. Hold on, let me pull this picture up. Okay. Oh, media files. That ain't what I needed. Oh, boom. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Okay. Media. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, there we go. So Olivia was talking yesterday, y'all. I didn't really listen to her because I don't have time. But I did look and saw this bird. Now, if you know anything, this is a great gackle, tailed bird or something. I forgot the exact name of it. But anyway, this particular bird, it could be different size for different people. This is one of those loud birds that make a lot of noise, and it appears in your life when things are about to change in your life, and it depends on who you are. So if you are a negative entity, and if you don't deal with your own ish, this particular bird, where's my pointy? Hold on, y'all, I gotta get my little pointy. Where is my little pointy? I think it's over here. Oh, here it is. It's over here. Okay, I got it. Oh, my little thing that went off for here. Hold on, let me screw this back on. Okay, y'all. So this little pointy thing. Okay, this right here, this little pointy thing right here that you see, little thing. No, this little pointy thing right here that you see, that little bird. That, like I said, this appears in your life when you are chaotic, when you have when things are about to change. So if you are a positive person, then this can mean some positivity for you. This can mean something great for you. But if you are not that type of person, this bird, if you do not do the work that you're supposed to do with your life, This is a bird that deals with dealing with your shadow work. This is a shadow work bird. So you have to deal with your shadows. You have to deal with your shadow side. And we have a good side, and yeah, I know we have a shadow side. And I'm not just talking about shadow, I'm talking about shadow work, but I'm also talking about your shadow side. So I'm talking about two different things, but they're kind of one and the same, but yet they're different. Um Shadow work is repair. You have to repair your shadow side. You have to do some repairing. And so this is an ancestry energy type of bird. And so a lot of in a lot of spiritualities, religions, or ways of life, or different people from different walks of life, this particular bird can be a good thing, a good omen, and then it can be a bad omen. But because Olivia is chaotic, this is a negativity for her. If this shows up in your life and you're a positive person, this is a positive thing. And I remember, didn't Olivia have a bat to fly into her house one time? And then once that bat flew into her house, Gerard left. Do y'all recall that? If I remember, that was a bat, wasn't it, that flew into her house? Um, but that, and then Gerard left later. This bird, see, and this bird stayed. This bird did not leave. So this bird gave her an indication that this is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. This means she has to do shadow work, and she has to do what she's supposed to do in her life. And if she does not do what she's supposed to do, then it's going to be very bad. Something's very, very bad. There's going to be a huge change that happens in her life, and she may think that it's going to be positive. She might have this energy, oh, it's going to be positive. And even if it comes off on the front line as positivity, it's not really. It's going to end badly if she chooses not to do the real shadow work. This is a tall tale sign for her. Okay. So, a lot of people will have said, well, Dr. A, are you talking about are you referring to uh karma? Kind of. I'm kind of referring to karma, because y'all know I don't believe in karma being the, like, good or karma is not good or bad. Karma could happen to anybody, right? Karma doesn't mean that you're bad or evil. Karma just means if you don't learn from your mistakes, or you don't learn from your actions, you're going to keep repeating them over and over and over and over again, hence karma. And that's good or bad. It doesn't matter what. Boomerang effect is more of what I would probably call this. But if you look, you can kind of call it karma, right? Because she has not learned from her mistakes, because she won't atone and admit the wrong that she's done. She's waiting on everybody else to say, well, they were wrong, this was wrong. But it's not about what everybody else has done, it's about what you have done. And it's because it's your own personal work, right? Because it's your own personal journey. It's not your, although we will have journeys that will cross paths, right? But we still have our own individual journey. Even if you have a parent, even if you're in a relationship with somebody, or you're married, you all will cross paths in your journey, but essentially you have your own journey that you have to fulfill, your own spiritual journey. And because her life is in such chaos, because she doesn't want to atone, because she is running away, see, she is not going to be left unscathed. And this bird is not a good sign for her. Okay. So we can get into Jasmine, because I know y'all here for Jasmine, but I did have to mention about this bird. Um, how you doing, Mysterious? Welcome to the Mickey Palace. How you doing, Miss Jones? How you doing, Oshun? How you doing, Pineapples? How you doing? She is lit, girl. So I'm telling y'all, this kind of, I looked at this bird, I said, oh my God, I was kind of freaking out. I started freaking out, and I almost felt bad for Olivia. Y'all, I almost was like, Olivia, girl. And I had to remember she's a racist. So I had to remember that she's racist. So I was like, that's on her. So, but I am gonna say, but I have a spiritual obligation to say something about this bird. And this bird stayed around her, and because this bird stayed around her, and she's a negative and a negative energy entity, this bird is a bad omen for her. Okay, okay, because it's a crackle. It's the great tail grackle bird. This is what this is called. Okay, but anyway, and then it's look at the no, and then it kept making noises. It was like trying to warn her, like, look, 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 look. You know what I mean? Trying to get her to pay attention. And then she did look over and someone said something to her. And I was like, girl, you so stupid. Only if you knew. But anyway, I'm going to take the bird off. I'm done with that bird. Okay. So let's move on to Jasmine because we ain't got time to be talking about Olivia and her great cat crackle tail bird. Okay. So let's go ahead and put Jasmine here in the mix. I just had to mention that, so I don't know. Maybe somebody that likes her, loves her. It won't be me. We'll say something, but I had to do it. My obligation. I did have to do it as a spiritual healer. Um, so let me type in just Jasmine. So I don't know. I was kind of like, oh my God, and everybody was looking at me like, oh my God, this is I was just, yeah. And then I was like, Dr. A, what are you talking about? And then I thought about it. I said, maybe I should just not say anything. And then I thought about it this one. I said, no, I'm going to say something. No, bump that. Bump that. Because I got to do what I'm supposed to do. Um, okay, so we're going to listen to Jasmine talk about 13 long years. I don't know why she keeps wearing this dress. Jasmine don't know how to wear something one time when she thinks she looks good in something, she's gonna keep on wearing it. I don't know what that's within her. How you doing, pineapples? I don't know what that's about within her, but it's really weird. Pineapples, love your shows. Love your morning shows. I do too as well. She's lit. Okay, let's go ahead and share. All right, let's share Jasmine. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna watch this video. I'm sure she's gonna drop another one at some point today. We'll go back live and review the next video she drops. Um, and we'll talk about it. I can definitely, if y'all wanted me to drop the link, let me know. If you want to come up and say something, I will be happy to drop the link. But right now, I'm going to continue on. I'll drop the link. Hold on, let me make my picture little. Although, what's going on? What happened? Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Oh man, that's a short time. A sign of y'all not hearing me. When I start seeing people disappear out of here, I know it's something wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me look at this. Hold on, y'all. I know it'll go away in a minute. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me check out. Okay. All right, I was gonna say because y'all like get to having issues and stuff, and this dang on app be tripping. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna have to these streaming apps because I used to get you and me and Dr. A and Passion are the best. Oh, thank you. She's lit. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Okay. All right, so we're gonna watch Jasmine. Okay, let's go.
Can you turn that down some, please? I don't know what it is, but I am live, so.
I um I went to Dunkin' Donuts and purchased a some ice, and I got some mango in the back, and I made a nice little mango and some green tea in here, and it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least, and it definitely gives you energy. And green tea does, right? So I mixed the mango in there to give it the flavor. So if y'all interested in any of my teas, let me know. Because I try to make something out of something. Okay. All right, something good. I don't know why she wears this tennis skirt or swimming suit. I said it's a swimming suit. Whatever it is, it looks weird. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Okay, that dress again. Exactly. I don't know why she wears the stuff that she wears. She's the weirdest, I swear. I swear. Yes, really. I don't know why she wears these outfits. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's embarrassing almost at this stage in her life to be looking like this. Look at her. Ooh, girl, she looked like Frankenstein. Girl. Not even the bride of Frankenstein, just Frankenstein in general. Golly. Okay, let me make full screen. There we go. So you all can see her. Okay. If I'm the only one, you love green tea. If I gotta be the only one looking at her mysterious, I'm not gonna be the only one looking at her, y'all. We're gonna watch her together. I'm not. If I gotta look at her, I'm not. It's hard for me to just watch these videos. See, pineapples are go. I could tell pineapples kind of go through the videos a little bit to know what she's gonna talk about, and I probably should work on doing that, but it's just hard. I've done it sometimes. Like I'll watch it through another reactor, and then I'll say, okay, well, let me do this point. But it's just hard to watch these videos like twice or look at them more than one time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, and then especially watching it by myself, I just don't want, I choose not to do, I don't have a desire for this. Now, this video was done a few days ago. I think, was it last week? This video might have been a last week video. I think this video was for last week, y'all.
Ooh, I swear, y'all, I'm tired as fuck.
I just never seen someone who is so tired that don't really do nothing. You know what I mean? I know that's negative or not nice for me to say. I just cleaned off my desk, and my desk already got ashes on it. That's a life of a healer. Do you all know that I keep ashes on my desk? It's ashes or incense, dust, or sage, sage in like sage, burnt sage on my desk. My desk just cannot stay clean for 10 minutes. And ashes from sage or candle wax just, boy, behooves me. I had to like this because we were talking about the Omen and Olivia, the Antichrist. I call her the Antichrist, and I don't care what nobody say, because she can't convince me otherwise. Shoot, but that's a whole nother conversation. We will one day maybe we will. One day maybe after she explodes, when she implodes, or you know when the deal goes down, maybe we would have a real conversation about that, but I'm just not now. I just choose not to. But anyway, let's go. So I kind of figured it out. So I think that these mommies be having some deep issues, some deep rooted issues, right? I think that they all, it seem like um they all do weird stuff to me. It's just weird, you know. First of all, I just never seen anybody come on here, and Jasmine be and she's not. It's not even like a cigarette, smoking. Jasmine is vaping this much. I've never seen anybody vape as much as she does. I mean, she be puffing on the vape, and I don't know. Jasmine is probably one of the most unhealthiest women here on YouTube, and it's some real unhealthy people on here. But Jasmine is by far one of the most unhealthiest people I've ever seen on YouTube.
I've been cleaning. Oh, this is broke, so I might as well go in the trash.
Now, I'm not really clear why we always have to look at Jasmine deal with why she always shoving these cameras in these children's faces. I don't know what that's about. Especially when they wake up. Like, who wants a camera shoved in a child's face? I mean, maybe for your records, but not for the world's records, right? I don't understand that.
Oh Lord, he really did make a mess.
So why do we need to look at your children in their mess? I'm just asking. Why is that important to us on this app? Why is important on this app that we have to watch a child? I say child. Remember y'all? Remember remember Bill Cosby? What are you watching back there? Well, I'm gonna make you get off of Netflix. You need to find something. Give me that remote control. Okay, well, you need to figure it out. Don't be messing up my Netflix. You doing something? You probably trying to play a game. Don't play no games on there. Okay, you trying to go back to you? Okay, cool. Okay, well, you need to figure it out. You got 5 seconds.
No, this is lunch. You're not supposed to get full.
Oh, this is lunch. You're not supposed to get full. Dang. Uh, in one of her videos, you can see the bottom of her tail. Exactly. You can see it. You can see it at the beginning when she do the videos. When she does the videos. Dang, what happens? Why do it keep on? Am I going? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? It's just really weird that it shows you all not being in the room, and this is what I don't really like about. This is what I don't really like about this app. Let me make sure that I'm still live. Give me a second here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second here. Okay. Because I'm having some strange and change things that keep occurring. Okay. It looks like I'm still live, right? Okay. She really thinks she's 20, right? And she's not, right? Her eyebrows, right? Exactly, right? She is soon, right? She's soon, yeah, she'll be soon 40, exactly. Exactly. Planet played her and Chris looking at a house. Her eye was normal. Exact. That's true. Good afternoon, Dr. A. Okay, hi. You on your lunch break, girl? You listening? Well, I really appreciate that. You're eating a green goddess salad. Okay, with a green smoothie. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. How are you? Right. Yeah, Jasmine always vaping. And Ava had asthma, exactly, or lung problems. Jasmine don't care. You know, it's Ava, it's sad that Ava is her baby girl, exactly, and she cannot just get attention right and love from Jasmine, right? Yeah, you would be dressing her like a little princess. I understand, but Jasmine that ain't Jasmine. No, you know Jasmine not gonna dress this little girl like no little princess. She don't look at them as little princesses because Jasmine was never looked at as a little princess. So she feel like the way that she treats her children is how her mother treats her. She don't really connect to them like that. Okay. Jasmine always showing her private parts or her butt exactly because she's trying to entice exactly somebody on the internet. Girl, I don't know why nobody want her. Right. She's very inappropriate to be dressing in front of her kids. Exactly. Just weird. Just weird as Dickens. Okay. All right, y'all. I want to make sure y'all see me. Okay, cool. Right. Exactly. Okay. All right, y'all. All right. Now let's continue. I have to look on my phone. I think I can see a little bit on my phone. Okay, let's go.
Lunchtime means it's just to put something in your stomach.
Jasmine, well, why they can't be full for lunch? I'm not understanding that. That is so weird. Why your children can't be full for lunch? I'm lost. Lunchtime means the children can't be full for lunch. Listen, if your child is still hungry, if your still child is still hungry, then why you won't allow them to eat their food? I'm not understanding. If they still ask for more, Jasmine, just give it to them for crying out loud. What is wrong with you? You are really weird. Lunch is not meant to fill you
Rejection
up.
stings.
Who says that? Look, who's told you that? Who told you that? Who put that into your head? You need to go and seek somebody's therapy. You need to sit on somebody's couch is what need to happen. Okay?
You just ate. Go, girl, bye.
You just ate. We're hungry. You just say that. Okay.
I didn't eat. What are you talking about?
She just said she didn't just ate. What are you talking about? That's what she just said to you. She got smart with you. You allow that?
I got the big piece.
Legend. Stop playing and eat your food.
See, Legendary never want to eat that nasty food unless you buying him fast food, and that's because you trained him like that.
You can eat Legend the other half if he ain't gonna eat it.
Yeah, you did make them eat you sure did make them eat it. That's what I'm saying, Jasmine. You did make your children eat the leftovers. So they can't get no extra food, but they can eat Legendary food. Oh, okay. But you don't want to save it for him for maybe later.
Kaylin, if he's not gonna eat it, he can eat his other half.
That is so weird. You did want him. You did have them to eat the leftovers. What are you talking about? See what I'm talking about, Jasmine? You sure do. You sure did.
Hey, stop. Well, what's it gonna take for you to love? You to love? Okay. My kids, I fed them.
My cats, I fed them. Okay.
You gotta be stern with them kids because you gotta let them know they're not
Yeah, you do have to be stern for them, but not if they want to eat more for lunch. I mean, what is the big deal?
eating to get full. You're eating lunch so that you can y'all know, have something in your belly. It's clicking in my chapstick. Oh wait, I wanted a piece of. Oh shit.
Okay, so Jasmine, I'm a nutritionist, and that's a lie. Okay, that is a lie, Jasmine. I'm certified as a nutritionist. No, lunch is not just to be meant. Okay, so according to Google, it says no, lunch is not just meant to fill your belly while satisfying a primary function of any meal. Lunch serves an important purpose. It provides energy. Okay, for your exactly. Lunch can replenish energy levels after the morning and prepare you for the afternoon to contribute overall nutrition. Okay, so that means now if you gave your children a nutritious meal, which you do not see, Jasmine, you're not taking under because you're not understanding the purpose of it. You're not giving these children any nutritional meals, okay? And by the fact that you're not giving and contributing to any nutrition of their meals, it has to be a meal. You don't give them meals, you give them snacks. And it's one thing if you gave them a nutritional meal, but you're not doing that. So you're not reading the whole entire factor of that, okay? So you have to, it's supposed to contribute to overall nutrition. A balanced lunch provides essential nutrition like protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs to thrive on. These children, that's why Ava looks so pooped all the time, the bags up under her eyes, because she's not getting any of this stuff. It supports the concentration and productivity, hunger, pains, exactly, which can lead up to distraction, okay, which they're distracted and decrease of focus, which is probably why your Ava was falling asleep in school because you was not providing a nutritional lunch for her, okay? Okay, eating a good lunch can help you to stay alert and give you productivity in the afternoon. Okay, it aids in digestion, right, which can help you to maintain a healthy digestive system. Your stomach acts as a blender. It liquefies what is it says liquefying, right? Food for better digestion, okay? Which can regulate what your blood sugar. So they have to have food that's going to help them to regulate their blood sugar, which is what you're not giving them. Eating a balanced lunch. That means a meal, dummy. That means a meal that can help to prevent significant drops of blood sugar, which can lead to fatigue. And they're always tired. Your children always look tired and irritable, which is probably why Legendary is always irritable, because of the fact that you don't give well balanced meals. Hello, dummy. Right. While feeling full is one aspect of a successful lunch. Feeling full. Your children never feel full. Hello? It's about nourishing your body and maintaining their energy levels and overall supporting their well-being. Hello? Are you listening? Jasmine, you can try to outsmart people. You can't smart people over here. We're not stupid. You're stupid. We're not stupid. That's not what's happening, okay? That is not what's happening, okay? Jasmine is going back to her old way, saying you just ate. Exactly. She knew exactly what she was doing, right? She wants the reactors to talk about her, right? In this way of keeping her relevant. And what's also going to keep them CPS over there, back over her house. She keep doing this kind of stuff. I'm telling you. She already knows that it's a foul on her. She already knows that CPS mandated reporters are watching her. So I don't know why she would play these games. Hunger is right. This is her karma. Hungry is right. This is her karma. Okay. Okay. Right. If she would right, put out a big bowl of fruit, like a bowl with bananas, exactly, apples, grapes, and oranges, those kids wouldn't be so hungry. Exactly. Dr. A on the police coming is very interesting. Exactly. That's true. I think she shouts out. She right. She shouts at the children, exactly, a lot, exactly, and that's probably why her neighbors probably called the police, or she called them on herself. She probably watched Peach, but I know it was awfully strange how they come, the lies, the lies, the lies. Exactly. I think she shouts out. She shouts. She shouts at the children a lot. Exactly. What else is those kids going to do? Exactly. She don't take them anywhere. Exactly. She don't do anything with them. Exactly. Nothing else. Right. Else is there to do but eat? Okay. Exactly. And the sub is called CPS. If her and Legendary, right? If that was her and Legendary, they would definitely be at Chili's or McDonald's, exactly, or somewhere else out to eat, exactly. She doesn't do anything with those kids, exactly. All she does is complain, okay? That's all she does is complain, exactly. Ava has bags under her eyes, round circles, exactly. A little girl is so malnutritioned, okay, exactly. Um, and she has been looking like that for years. Exactly. How are you still wearing those same size 4 years ago? Okay. Ava can probably still fit the same stuff she was wearing when she was 2, for real. How you doing, Nicola? Okay. You in the bushes? Well, I appreciate it. Dr. A Legendary gets the best food out of all the kids. Exactly. I've been seeing her give him fruits and veggies and fruit, exactly, but not the other kids. Exactly. And it's really weird. Exactly. Um you spoke to her earlier, sis, but I don't think you've seen it. Exactly. How are you doing today? Okay. Okay. Okay, what you say? Okay, when my kids was little, I used to fix them platter of peanut butter, right, and jelly sandwiches, right, and I would put fruits and vegetables and carrots and cucumber slices. That's what my son had for breakfast this morning. Cucumber slices. Well, we had to kind of rush because Oh, I got up just in time today because I had been up all night trying to do some work. And I did cucumber slices because cucumber is considered is a fruit. So I gave them cucumbers and I gave them a waffle. And this morning for breakfast, I had to make him a larger breakfast because of what he had for. And he was cool with that. And then I made him for half of last night's meal. It had broccoli, pasta. It was like kind of like a little salad. It had broccoli, pasta, and some other and corn, a whole bunch of other vegetables. Shoot, I don't know. It was just like a goulash of vegetables, and then a peanut butter sandwich with jelly on there and chips. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little something. So it was like kind of a lot, right? That what was in there, and he's still working on them vegetables, okay? Because we put a lot in there. So for dinner, I don't know what we're cooking for dinner. My husband's gonna cook for dinner today. I don't know. Yes, I'm babysitting a 4-year-old. This 4-year-old and 2-year-old, right? With your 12-year-old, right? And he's acting up more than the babies, girl. It be like that sometimes. Well, Jasmine is very weird. I must admit that. Okay, can you see me? Why do it keep going like that? Let's go continue.
I think I got one more piece left. I do. I do. I do. I got one more piece of gum left for you.
I mean, it always sounds like a madhouse at her house. I mean,
Oh yeah,
always
I went out there to get my
at her
purse,
house.
to my chapstick.
Why do you need more break?
Hey, stop going in my refrigerator. I'm serious. I'm gonna put a lock on everything.
Why you going? So they can't eat anything. So you gonna start their
I'll put a lock on my
eating
refrigerator. I'll put a lock on.
and that's you're not supposed to put a lock on your refrigerator with children, with small children. Now, if they were grown, that's one thing. These are small children. You can't put a lock on your refrigerator, Jasmine. Now, come on. No, ma'am.
My kitchen. Hey, stop.
You said she need to put a lock on her nasty legs. Got a nasty butt. I can't say the other part. Garden too. I got it.
You're not eating it, so you might as well give it to her. I'll put a lock on my refrigerator. I'll put a lock on my kitchen. Hey, stop. Kelly, eat the other half. Because he's not going to eat it. You're not eating it, so you might as well give it to her.
I'll give you more grapes. The grapes? Yeah, okay.
Only a little bit, because he's been eating them, and he already pulled all my stuff out.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Hold on, I'll give you
No problem. It's all good.
Ava, your water bottle does
Oh
not
yeah,
go
my bad. Hope y'all can hear.
over here like everybody else is.
grapes. Grapes? I think a lot.
Sit on your...
So Jasmine, so you gonna make the other so you gonna give them the leftovers of him? Who wants to eat like behind him? I'm trying to understand that. Why you make your children like that is the weirdest thing to do. I don't know. I smell your pour. I guess this is what we're doing all summer long. She be fussing right and yelling at those kids right instead of right doing something productive with them. She ain't gonna do nothing productive with these kids.
Your butt. Ava, clean up your mess.
Yeah, I'm helping you, Lydia. I'm helping you.
Aiden wants to be seen, so...
That's part of the problem is that you don't sit down with your children to eat. Sometimes. You know what I mean? they don't never enjoy company with you because all you do, and then you let them walk around eating. This is why your house is always nasty.
Oh, here he is, y'all.
When
I'm kind of really. I want you to spend some more time with Aiden because Aiden always have to be seen. It seemed like here lately, and it's because you don't spend time with him anymore.
when
I'm helping him.
You didn't let him finish his point. Right, the big dummy, she left the kids in the swing set right at the other house, and she left them all the toys right at the other house because she was too much in a rush to pack up, exactly, and too lazy to pack up, okay? Because she already knew, and like I would have sold all them toys if I was a landlord. She left all that mess in that house, and I don't believe they gave her the deposit back. I wouldn't have gave her the deposit back because she tore that house up. She muted it here.
Okay.
This is disgusting. Put a bra on. You still can wear you can wear you could wear a bra, a strapless bra or something. This don't make no sense how you dress.
I've been literally sitting down editing.
You understand? You don't understand is a supporter, right? That was nice enough, right, to buy the swing set for your kids, and you wouldn't even take it with you. Exactly. It makes no earthly sense. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. She's silly. She's silly. And that's why they don't really mess with her no more. That's partly the reason why they don't mess with her, probably because of the fact that she don't never, take anything. She thinks that money grows on trees. That's what it is. She thinks that money grows on trees, and she thinks that when somebody buy her something, she can just easily get rid of it. And that's why she don't focus on that kind of stuff. She don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a big deal for her. Hold on, I'm going to go get my charger. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, let me let her talk.
All morning. And hold on. Whew. Okay, what was I coming in here for? See, they keep distracting me. Okay. Can y'all turn that? Oh my goodness. These kids. What is you crying for? Why make you
No, it's not these kids. It's legendary, right? Just say it's legendary. It's not these kids. It's legendary. You know what I mean? You can ready to snap, Jasmine, or you gonna ready to snap. You can ready to have a bad time. You can ready to fall out. You can ready to throw a tantrum. I think you throw tantrums worse than your children. I think we're this is why you can't really get a babysitter. This is why nobody really wants to keep your legendary, because he whines and he's never satisfied. Just like you, this is how you carry them. This is why he acts like this, because he's never satisfied because of you. Because of how you carried him, how you and Chris did all that fussing and fighting when you was pregnant with him. That's just a manifestation of who you two are. This is why he is the way he is. Okay. It's because she does not value her children's stuff, right? Exactly. Right. And she don't value her children or their stuff or things that other people buy. She don't care about when you buy stuff for her children. She don't care as long as she don't have to buy it. That's really what it is. She did not buy, right, exactly. There's just a check for her. Right. This is so unconcerned. Right. She is so unconcerned when it comes to her kids. Exactly. I definitely do agree with that.
take a nap? All this damn crying.
Why do they all have to take a nap? Why don't he just take a nap? Her attitude stinks. It does, right? She's always angry and complaining when the day was for there. Exactly. She doesn't act like that when it's just her and Legendary. Exactly. Right. She clearly acts like she doesn't like them, and she sure doesn't. Shameful, right? Always got an attitude. Exactly. Always got an attitude.
No. I said no. Y'all not about
No, I said now.
to just sit there and eat until you're full. We're not doing that. We're not doing that over here. I don't know what y'all do over there.
I don't care what you do over there. You know, you're not going to eat till you're full. You're not going to eat till you're full. Girl, if they still hungry, then you should feed them. They're not even running around on the field today, Jasmine. They're going to burn that up by playing. Do you understand? You're not giving them a well-balanced diet. Your fat self eat till you full.
You're not doing it over here.
This is but those if it wasn't for those children, you wouldn't be getting all those food stamps. So you know what? They should be able to eat as much as they want to. No, you're the one that don't need to be eating. You're the one that need to fast.
This is just lunch. I gotta figure out what I'm cooking dinner. What are y'all doing? What's everyone up to?
You too focused on what YouTube is doing, but yet your children need your attention and they need food. You didn't give them a well-balanced diet. I just broke down to you as a nutritionist. You are lying. You are a lie. And I hope somebody comes and really educates you on proper nutrition. Somebody need to be over there. You really do need a caseworker. I'm not gonna call on you, but you do need a caseworker that's gonna educate you about proper nutrition. You need a nutritionist, and they should force you to get a nutritionist. I'm gonna put that in the universe. I hope they force you to get a nutritionist because you don't know what you're doing. You don't, that stuff you over there talking, you're stupid. Okay. Well, Dr. A, you got to go back to your job. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming live with us, and you have a blessed and wonderful day as well. Okay. Let's go.
I'm not gonna be on here that long.
Yeah, but you sat on here for about 49 minutes. That was long enough for your children to be in there starving.
You wish you was a chapstick? Why?
That's all you doing is vaping.
It tastes good too.
That's all you doing is vaping. All you doing is sitting up here vaping. They should really ban you from doing all that smoking and vaping over here because we don't nobody know if it's what's in that vape.
Pineapple, coconut. Pineapple, coconut. My lips was chapped. Let me get that. Burger King.
Walk just told y'all to all have a blessed, all y'all in the chat to basically have a blessed day and wonderful day. Okay, y'all.
What is everyone up to? I just posted a vlog.
Yeah, go back to work.
If you guys did not catch it, here, let me go pull it up.
Nobody cares, Jasmine.
Let me go pull it real quick.
No, please don't pull it up.
I don't know what's going
on. Automate workflows.
Nobody cares. It's boring anyway. Your content is boring. It sucks. How you doing, T. Angela Smangela? How you doing?
The dining room. Can y'all turn that down? If you're done eating.
Well, how are we going to clean up when we're not full? My stomach is still hungry. It's still empty from the lack of nourishment that I was supposed to be given because you didn't really feed me. You didn't provide me anything with any nutritional value of vegetables, fruits, minerals, vitamin C's or anything, any form of vitamins. You gave me no substance with my meal. And then you want me to turn around and clean up your living room as hungry as I am. My blood sugar is dropping. As a matter of fact, Jasmine, by my blood sugar dropping, how could I really clean the living room? Okay.
Eating it out. Happy anniversary, YouTube. You've given the world 13 years of videos. Thank you. Oh, I've been on YouTube for 13.
You've been on YouTube for 13 and you haven't done anything with your miserable living life. Okay.
I've had a YouTube channel.
Congratulations for being miserable and dumb and stupid and just having no substance and being anything in this world, being nothing in life, can't even be legit. Don't call me boy, but I
haven't been on 13 years. I wasn't posting like that. Maybe I should do a video.
Dr. A, yes, sometimes I do think TikTok is weird and the things that people are allowed to say and do on there is ridiculous. Tuna, aka Jezebel, is always on there lying about something. Very true.
I think I'm gonna do a video. Y'all. Oh, what's it gonna take for you to love? Take for you to love me.
get a whole nother personality. Stop being a jerk. Treat your children better. Clean your house up. Stop making your children do everything that you're supposed to be doing in life. Stop being a horrible person and an entity and a record label as staff, and stop dressing corny the way that you do, and stop dressing like a tart. Stop wearing those stupid wigs that's merely making your head look like a helmet. You look and not no longer looking like Frankenstein, and just looking stinky and funky, and not combing those children hair, and not taking time out to love on them, and just being on this YouTube platform instead of getting you a job. I mean, I'm sure, we would probably like you more if you did that. All she worried about is these men's and her reproduction. Exactly. I agree with that.
I'm just trying to take it slow with my patience. Am I cold? No.
They said you cold because they said is your 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 lights or lighting. They feel like your light may be lighting up. You know what you're doing though, Jasmine. You look really stupid up here with what you got on. Okay, you look really stupid, and I don't know how many times you're gonna wear this dress in 1 week or even in a month's time. I could see if you wore it once a week. You wear it all the time. You've been wearing it. You wear the same old clothes for at least 2 days. You always do that. You get something that you deem is nice. Now I deem is nice, but you deem is nice, and then all of a sudden you're wearing it more often than never. And it's like some things you should really throw away, but that's just my opinion.
Not at
I
all.
don't know, like your face. Start with your face.
Why would I be cold?
Jasmine, you know what you're doing. Cut it out. You are so stupid. Jasmine, so you don't know how to really use the keyboard. You don't know how to type on the keyboard without looking at the keys. That seemed like that would be something you would learn how to do. How you doing, Corman? Welcome to the Meek Freak about Crystal Palace. Okay, you back up away from the camera. You don't even have nutrition going on, let alone the children. Okay, let's make
And
this.
I woke up and got groceries and stuff. And then
I had to speed you up because you weren't talking about anything.
I don't need your help, Legendary. I wanted to work out today,
That's how you
but
doing. It's like nobody want to hear about your miserable excuses or why you wanted to do something and didn't do it. You didn't accomplish anything. Okay. What's new?
I had to postpone that.
Yeah, I bet. You could have worked out now, but you in here sitting up here talking to us. You could have been working out right now. That's what you could have been doing.
Hey, Maurice. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Y'all, I could have DoorDash for a long time last night, but it was very busy. And I made a good amount of money for the short time that I did DoorDash, right? But I could not keep, yesterday, like I said in my vlog, I was running on 3 hours of sleep. Because when I got home from DoorDash, and I went to sleep and everything. And then I woke up and got groceries and stuff. And then I was dealing with the kids and appointments and all that stuff. I was like,
Appointments because you're just now taking the children to the doctor after you haven't been to the doctor with your children for years.
I was like,
The only thing you really do is take your children to the emergency care, either the emergency room or emergency care when they are sick or something's happening where you can't deal with it.
I don't even know what channel I'm on. What, am I on my Jazzy life? Oh, I am. Damn it, I sidetracked. I was like on DoorDash after I cooked and clean. I cooked,
Because you have nothing to talk about, really.
deep cleaned my house, and I got my kids situated and went DoorDash. And I was tired of BITCH. I was so tired, and I made a good amount of money, but I was like, bro, I can't keep going right now. Like, you know how you driving? I was getting nauseous as fuck just driving. So I was
Well, that's what happens. Why do you always complain about the bare minimum? I'm not understanding. Why do you always complain about the bare minimum? Because that's exactly what you do in your life, the bare minimum.
driving. I was like, bro, I gotta go home and go to sleep. Too many dashes. Where you at? Where you live at? Hold on, let me see what you want.
Yeah, you going off on your children. I guess you went and told Aiden to go sit down, or he could eat all Dairy's food.
Did you clean up the table? Yeah. Okay, thank you. What message I have for you? Oh wow, is that jizz in your nostrils? In my nostrils? What's in my nostrils?
Davey said some wild stuff to her in here.
That's funny. Yeah, DoorDash, it'd be busy as fuck, and especially on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, but I was like, bro, I'm tired. And my energy drink wasn't even working.
Always tired. What's new? I'm tired of life, it seems like. How you doing, Can you be deep cleaned right, but the bottom of Clarence foot look like a pair of black Air Forces? Girl, you call him Clarence? Girl, you crazy. I wish she stopped muting. It's like, girl, just get off the app. Just get off of here. You got to keep doing that every 5 seconds, and you may need to get off of here. You may need to get off of here and tend to those children and figure out what's happening if you have to keep muting every 5 seconds, because this is not a real show anyway.
I'm going to do interviews and ask questions. Ask away. What kind of questions you got for me? Can someone turn off that bathroom light? Stop leaving the lights on that don't need to be on.
Yeah, they do got her because she's stupid, Pineapples, because she is so stupid.
I'm not doing panels right now.
She's never. You only time you do panels is when you're doing Mamiana, because you know you can't carry a panel because you know you have no substance and they don't either, to be honest. And you know that every time you do a panel, all you're gonna do is say the reactors, the reactors, the reactors, the reactors, the reactors. You're not gonna say anything of substance. You're not going to really be able to answer any questions or to have a particular topic. You know what I mean? You don't know what to talk about other than nothing. You can't even have a sports conversation. Like, I can have a sports conversation with you, Jasmine, but you would not know how to carry a conversation. You're not a conversationalist. You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know, you don't listen. See, part of a conversation, a part of communication, I should say, is talking and receiving and giving important information, being able to converse, receiving and sending messages. That's what a conversation consists of. So when I do a comment, you respond back to me, you say something else and I say something else, you would not know how to go back and forth with that. You would just talk about nothing. That's what it is. And just like you sit up here doing right now, you're not talking about anything, which is why people, and then you have failure to communicate. You have failure to understand when someone is dissing you versus when someone is giving you a compliment, or when someone's trying to give you a some friendly advice, you or constructive criticisms. You don't know how to take that, which is why we would never be able to have a conversation, which is why I think you're beneath me. I think you're beneath this app, to be honest. Okay, which is why I don't value anything you have to say, which is why I laugh at you, which is why we all laugh at you, which is why we just go, okay, well, that's just Jasmine because she's an imbecile. No worries, Can you be? Hope you're having a happy Sunday, happy Thursday. Yes, girl, I'm thinking it's Sunday today, girl. It feels like a Sunday today. It does not really feel like a Thursday, y'all.
DoorDash is for extra income. And it's for it's for side money. I think it's good for me because especially when I'm just thinking about Christmas.
Wait a minute, Jasmine, you said it was a job. Wait a minute. One minute you're saying it's a job, the next minute you're saying it's for extra income. So you admit that we were correct, Jasmine. We've been told you it was for extra income. Your one was like, guys, everybody put me down because I have a job because I work at DoorDash. No, it's for extra income. Duh. We've been told you that. Are you stupid? Yes. Let me answer my question. Yes. That was a rhetorical question that probably didn't need me to answer, but I chose to anyway. So probably it's not really a rhetorical question. It was a question I already knew the answer to.
Christmas now, but also like I said, hey, and put all the drinks over there.
That's all we hear is y'all screaming all the time. And it ain't nobody but Legendary. Why don't you get up and go see what's wrong with those children instead of sitting your butt on the log, hump on the log?
Ava and Legend and Aiden, it's chill time. Go watch a movie. It's also for
Because some twins are sick of him, and I don't blame them.
What did I say? It's also for, like, if like I said, I half-assed on uploading, and it came in handy from paying my bills, paying my rent. So it could be for anything. Extra money.
You said halfway uploading, so you admit that it's not just for halfway. I'm not gonna say the bad word you used, but it's not just about halfway uploading. It's also about the half blank content that you put up here on this app. It's about that nobody really cares about what you're talking about. We just react to it, and majority of us just do a reaction to it, and everybody pretty much just follows what we on our different channels, and they watch you through us because of nobody really takes you seriously because of just this stuff alone that you're doing right now. The fact that you have nothing really to talk about, and it's boring, and we make it entertaining. Jasmine, if it wasn't for us, your channel would really be down in the gutter because it is gutterish gibberish.
No, I thought about doing one dash just so I can go get myself a hotel and be by myself for a little bit.
Okay, and you're gonna take Legendary with you because who's gonna watch him? Because your brother had where's that Keon or Keyshawn or whatever his name is. He has a job, right? You said your brother has been working, so he has a job. His girlfriend is not going to watch. If I was his girlfriend, I wouldn't watch him either. I don't blame her. Okay, is your mama gonna watch him? Your mama don't look like she's in a position because didn't she just have some surgery a little while ago? I don't think she could run around like she looks like she's still healing. That's what it looks like to me because she had some elevated legs. So I don't think that she's really walking around as much like that. So I doubt that she would watch him. So who's gonna watch him? Because his daddy sure is not gonna watch him, Jasmine. We've already know that about you. I don't know why you get up here and try to make it like Legendary father gives a doggone. He don't really. He didn't care when he was there. He didn't care while you was pregnant. He didn't care while after you had the baby. He didn't care. He didn't show up at the hospital until it was after the fact. Okay, he didn't want to be near you. He didn't thank you for having his son. He didn't have no intentions on staying with you or even producing a child with you. He was upset that you even made that child. He was upset that you allowed that child to come through your vessel. Okay, he was not feeling it. How you doing, Alex? Welcome to the Mickey Palace here. He didn't want to have anything to do with you. Okay. And that's what the bottom line is. But because you are in denial, you're delusional Belle, you refuse to understand or to see past anything like that. Nobody really wants to deal with you, Jasmine. It's not just Chris. It's a lot of people that have been in your life. And which is why your life is not even a revolving door. Your life is just like a dead end street. It's like not to go down that dead end street because it's a dead end street, and that's just the bottom line.
Y'all don't have to delete the comments, y'all. It's okay. Our interaction for live streams are okay. I'll just ignore whatever I feel like this child is.
Sounds like the little dog is walking around. How you doing, Paulette?
Yeah, so okay. They can comment because the comments bring in it's part of the algorithm. So when people troll, quote unquote troll, it's part of the algorithm and it still plays a role in people coming in. I just ignore them. If they say anything about the kids, that's when I delete them.
Jasmine, that's the only time you're going to get some play if you allow the comments to drop because nobody else cares. Like you have lost a lot of your supporters. Just you leaving, just what someone mentioned earlier, I think it was Walt, just by the factor that when people do buy your children something, you leave it there. You have no afterthought about people spending their hard-earned money to help your children out because you're sure as heck it's not going to help your children out. And so when people do nice things for your children, I think you should really thank them. I think you should be satisfied. I think you should be grateful. But because you're not grateful, and part of how you show your graciousness or grateful energy would be for you to make sure you keep the stuff nice and neat, and make sure that it's cleaned and polished, and making sure, for crying out loud, to take it with you. So when you leave stuff behind, or when you don't care, when you have a lack of respect for when people buy you something, even if they bought your children some clothes and it got too small, and you can certainly give it to somebody else, or a seller or something like that, that says that you really respect that. When you throw stuff away, or when you leave it behind, you say to people, like, I really didn't need it, like, I didn't need your chump change. That's basically what you're saying. And so this is why things happen to you the way they do. This is why you actually now have to DoorDash. This is precisely why you have to DoorDash. It's because you don't appreciate anything that anybody gives you, which is why people have stopped really donating to you in the manner that they have. Okay, but let's continue.
I don't play about kids. Y'all say whatever the fuck I want. I got big nostrils. Whatever the fuck you want to say. My nose was made by feet. What the fuck I saw?
Your nose do look like a Bigfoot, though, to be honest with you. Your face actually does look like a Bigfoot. Actually, you are a Bigfoot. You are a Yeti. Sorry.
So, yeah, it's all interaction. Stop playing with that door. If I gotta come in there with a switch, I ain't even got a switch, but just scare him.
Don't threaten him with a good time. I mean, every 5 seconds she lighting this she blowing into this vape. Every 5 seconds. I just never seen anybody that is the most unhealthiest until I started watching Jasmine, I swear.
I'm your favorite YouTuber? Really? I've never seen your name before. I usually know a lot of people that comment a lot, and I'm like real familiar with their names. I've never seen you comment. I just got a vape. I just don't vape on camera. I try not to.
But yet you are vaping on camera. Jasmine thinks she's cute chewing that energy gum like a cow. She would never give my money, okay? Would never give my money. I don't give a blank. Right, LOL, Valerie problem. She is mm, Valley's problem is she's a blank weirdo in my book. I don't want to say the other rainbow problem is a rainbow. I don't want to say the other things to my son here. But yeah, it's all good. You don't have to y'all don't have to you could just say it straight. I just my son here, I don't expose him to that kind of stuff.
Hello, Shamika. How are you doing today? I'm so proud of myself. I uploaded my vlogs. I'm gonna schedule my video. I have a one.
So you proud that you uploaded vlogs. How about being proud of yourself that you gave your children a nutritionist, a nutritional lunch? Maybe being proud of your children growing tall and growing without a lack of non-iron or vitamin and mineral meal. But you don't do that anyway. But how about try to do that and then be proud that you have attempted to do that, but you have yet to do that? How about being proud that you don't have to come up here almost showing your udders? We almost seeing the brown part of your udders, but of course, being proud that you look like something, being proud that your face is clearing up, being proud that you can actually work YouTube, have YouTube as a backup plan, and also getting you another job. Okay, and really working, not just this one, but working a 9 to 5 and getting legendary in the daycare. How about being proud of that? Or how about not wasting your time and your children's time and embarrassing your children by clowning them here on this platform, and clowning yourself and your whole entire family as a record label and as a staff? But you can't do that. She thinks she's cute, right? Still wearing that little blank dress. Right, exactly. Dirty bird, girl.
Video in between, which is good because now I got the same day. Y'all said y'all wanted to ask questions. Go ahead and ask. I said,
Did you know you could
Okay,
remodel
so
your
you wanna
kitchen
ask questions? I have a question. My question is, Jasmine, why do when you get a new outfit, why do you think it's so cute that you wear it multiple days out of a week? Why do you wear it? Like, for example, let's say that you get a dress on Saturday, you're gonna wear it that Saturday. You don't even wash it. I don't just wear my clothes out of the bag. What I do is I do wash it first, okay, on my outfits. Um, my question is to you. So when you get that dress on that Saturday, why do you wear that dress? Why do you wear your outfits that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Okay, and then you get another new outfit, and then you'll wear it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You wear it like 4 days out of a week. I mean, I'm just saying, like, and I know you're not washing because we can tell by you. Let's go ahead and look at your washing room. Okay, Jasmine. The second question is, can you take us to your washroom so we can see do you have empty baskets or are they full? Because if they're full, Jasmine, you could be washing clothes right now as we speak. Okay, you could be getting your laundry done right now instead of sitting on live.
That's good to hear. Ask your questions. Ask away. Hopefully my phone puts my battery on.
The third thing is, Jasmine, do you think have you ever gone back and look at those old videos where you were actually looking at the videos with you and Philip, and did you see the way Philip used to look at you? The second question, which is definitely connected to the one I just asked a second ago, a two-part question rather. Have you ever went back and looked at the videos with you and Chris and seeing how he looked at you, especially that one when you had that baby, where he didn't come to? Have you ever thought about that Chris is just not into you like that? Um, right, she definitely was. Right. Ooh, darn. Right, exactly. Same outfit goes to show that she's funky. Exactly. The seat in them shorts. Woo, about to be crotchless right in a minute. I'm just saying, Jasmine. So did you ever go back and look at how he despises you, the way that he was looking at you in the videos? Do you look at Legendary's face? Do you think that is love, Jasmine? Have you ever really been loved by somebody that really cared about you? That did other than them telling you that they love, did you ever feel the love? Because I don't think you ever have. Um, and so the next question is, do you think that your step parents or your mom's boyfriend, do you think that they respect you? I'm just asking you. Do you think that you don't embarrass your children? Do your children get teased by you having a YouTube platform, and your children's friends see your videos, do they talk about your children? Do they tease your children? Do the parents say, well, the children can't come over your house? Or do they say you can't play with Amaya and the other children? How you doing, Latoya? Welcome to the McFiffy Palace. Um, do you think that do you think it's because of you? A, is it because of you? B, is it because of your problematic channel? C, is it because you look like your house stinks? Or D, is because they just don't trust you as a mom, as a rec label, and as a staff? I'm just asking. Let's go.
My phone. Damn.
My husband
Well, one thing on it,
visits.
take for you. Oh, I have a DoorDash video. Um, I gotta share that with y'all. It's on this phone though. I just thought about that when we start talking about DoorDash.
Jasmine, another thing, do you think that we really care about the stuff that you talk about? I'm just curious. Do you think that what you talk about really matters at all? I'm just asking. Do you think it really matters? Do you think that that we value the stuff that comes out of your mouth? I'm just asking you. Okay? I'm just asking you. I'm just asking. I'm just having a real good question for you. I'm just asking you. I don't know how true that is allegedly, but do you think we really value the things that comes out of your mouth? I'm just asking. Just a quick question.
I'm just trying to take it slow, but my patience.
Another question. Do you think you can actually sing? Not that I can, but do you think that we like hearing your voice? I'm just asking you. Jasmine, how do you feel when people call you Pat from Saturday Night Live? Do you feel a way about that? And don't lie to me and tell me that you don't care what people think, because you do. Um, you really do care about what people think. Okay. But okay, let's continue. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's listen to it. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull back. Let me pull back my YouTube so I can see just a tad bit better. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's continue.
Ooh, this me let it go. What's it gonna take for you to love? Take for you. Trying to pull my shorts down. So I make it to my butt when I'm walking over here.
So why I really want to say something. So why are you digging up in areas that we don't need to know that you dig up in on camera? It's really strange. I'm really grossed out a bit.
Because I gotta go put these juices as these kids left.
So right after you touched areas of your body that we don't need to be a part of, do you don't you think you should wash your hands at least? And why would you do that in the kitchen? Why didn't you think it would be better to go in the bathroom and shut down your live if you got to touch in areas where we don't want you to? Okay. LOL, not Saturday Night Live. Well, it's the truth. Y'all know I'm not lying. Okay.
I literally said all the waters over here.
Exactly. So, Jasmine, do you think that seeing black the blackened part of your buttocks is necessary for a bunch of women who watch your channel or non-women who probably go with a different community that like their own people and not the likes of you would want to see your derriere on film? Do you think this is at all necessary? Do you believe that we should even look at the backs of your back? Do you think that this is any necessary treatment that we get for watching your channel? Do you think this is fair to us? I don't think it's fair to us. I've never known a person to not be waiting right to furnish their own apartment, but love right begging others for donations is pathetic. Okay, it is pathetic.
Think it's time to let me know. What's it gonna take for you to love?
Again, the next question would be, why do we have to see the outer parts of your body that no other man has even seen, and we're a bunch of women? The next question is, why do you always wear Chris socks and shoes? These shoes are going to make you break your neck because they're a little bit bigger than your feet size, and you could possibly break your neck. And then after you break your neck, then what are you going to do? Have the excuse that this is the reason why you can't work?
I love this little dress romper. Big girl friendly, right?
Why do you love this big dress? It's not cute. It looks stupid on you. Ella, empty house sounding like an echo.
It has shorts on under it. It's super cute and it's comfortable.
Um, how is it comfortable when we see all of your body? And if it's going to have shorts on it, why wouldn't the shorts stretch over your black meaty part of the flabby part of your body that we don't want to see? See, anytime we see the dark layer of your body, that means it goes too far up, right? It just and maybe you should take a scrubber and scrub that area. um it just doesn't seem like that area belongs to be shown to the rest of the world. But this is the way you represent yourself and your family and a potential person that may have had eyes for you, maybe if he was blind or something like Ray Charles. And I'm not gonna say like Stevie Wonder because I think Stevie Wonder can see, but that's a whole nother conversation. But like Ray Charles can see, couldn't see. So I think that, I think you probably get a blind man that can't see that may be attracted to you. Um, However, I think that if his family told them that how you look and the fact that you were trifling, that he probably wouldn't date you unless he didn't have a place to stay. Again, maybe a leopard, you know. um that was cast out of his community, that they made go and live in I don't know, in the outs of the rural area that would have nothing to do with you, I'm sure they would be willing to deal with you. Right. I'll be thinking that Stevie Wonder can see too. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I think that man can see. I'm telling you. I think he could see for quite some time. hmm But let's continue.
I don't like the blue pads though.
So, Jasmine, um, maybe you should have wore a complete bra for that one. They do actually have bras that or strapless that you could have possibly put on where we don't have to see all of that. But okay, continue. LOL. I always thought that Ray Charles had a big vision, but what do I know? Dr. A, not blind man, not a leper. Y'all be really harsh on Jasmine. I mean, I don't know what y'all want me to say. You said she looks like a a garden too. Oh yeah, for sure.
It is short, but
Um, yeah, you think? A few people right have to say right perhaps she had just legally blind but not completely. A few people said that perhaps he's just legally blind or not completely, something I don't know. I just kind of sense that I feel like he isn't all the way, but okay. I met a man that was legally blind and he was acting like he couldn't see or whatever, but he just couldn't see colors. He just couldn't see certain colors, but he could see you. He could see you, but like if you had certain colors on, he couldn't see the color, but he could still see you. And he used to wear glasses, and it got on my nerves. And I he pretty much I think he was it was my ex friend, or I don't want to say friend, associate was dating him, and he was a he went to jail for he was worse than Phil, I'll say that. And I kept telling her, I was like, look, I wouldn't have my children around him. And he used to make her try to bring her son around him, and that wasn't even his son. I don't know, he was a PO, okay, pedo, okay. My dad would be considered legally blind, but he has low vision. Got it, I understand. Let's go.
going nowhere.
That's totally interesting, Jasmine, that every 5 seconds you're like biting into that vapor. And yes, I said biting. I didn't say inhaling. I said biting because that's what it looks like. It looks like she's biting.
Who's gonna watch the kids? Somebody. Somebody.
Kaylin, Kaylin,
The same person
just like Chrissy does, just like Cadence used to watch for Chrissy.
that watches them, I guess.
Caden, Caitlin, Kaylin, or whatever her name is.
Why do they look like that? The shorts? What are you talking about? Okay. They built in.
Jasmine, you are touching way too far in that C area. You need to go wash your hands. You need to go wash your stinking hands.
What's it gonna take for you to love? Take for you to love me.
I know what it's gonna take for somebody to love you, to go get a whole nother person, to go get a body transplant and a face transplant, and go get a personality computer download or something. Right. She's stomping around like a little fitting romper in that little fitting romper. Yeah, she's looking crazy. I gotta give it to you. She's looking pretty darn crazy.
It's on stuck in my head.
Okay, Jasmine, this is no disrespect, but I have to ask you a quick question. Did you brush your teeth today? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just, it's somehow it's not seeming like you did. But okay.
The intro. Y'all, it's 2:30.
Oh, for real? Is that why do you always tell people the time? I mean, everybody can see what time it is. Jasmine, people that are watching you on their phones or their computers, clearly they can see what time it is, or even their TV, they can see what time it is. Right. I've always thought the same, but for the fact that it wasn't born blind, but who knows? Okay.
It's 2:30. I didn't realize how late it was. I was up late too last night. I'm starting to get back used to running on zero sleep. Like I used to when I started doing YouTube. I used to run on zero sleep, editing late at night, uploading. Like I was on my shit.
Okay, but Jasmine, this is a different time. And I hope you don't stay up all night dealing with this YouTube thing because your YouTube videos don't give you an indication. Now, if you put out some decent work, which you're not even giving your children proper nutrition, let alone a decent video. But, what do I know?
Do your shit. Oh, y'all, someone charge my phone. That's why I got up. This is good as fuck. Cotton candy, get it, y'all. If y'all haven't tried the flavor, I'm about to go.
So we want cocaine in the can. Oh, okay. I guess. Because that's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to come up here and do that moronic stuff and embarrass your family further, embarrass yourself, embarrass your whole entire family existence as a record label and as a staff. But okay.
In my ears. I'm just trying to take it slow. Is somebody coming in my room? Because I remember all these lights being on.
I don't know. Maybe you got all that money to pay all that electric bill.
Well, once again, I'm gonna take.
So why do we have to go in the bathroom with you? I have a phobia about every time you go near that bathroom. I get really scared and terrified. I wonder if I can sue Jasmine for going in the bathroom on her videos. How much money can I get?
For you to love, say for you to love me.
Jasmine, is that a tattoo on your arm? Or is that just dirt?
Is that drink? No, it's an energy drink. I told you I started drinking it last night. Oh, my ears is itching. And this feels so good. I started drinking it last night and I didn't finish it, so I put it in the refrigerator.
Well, I do get terrified at the bathroom because she'll do anything because she'll sit on that pot and go to the potty like a little kid.
Oh, that feels so good. Like, fuck yeah.
Dr. A, if you don't leave the record label alone, I will.
My ears be clean as fuck. I do it all the damn time.
No, you don't. Ain't nothing clean on you.
Not
even that wig.
His ears that be get dirty so quick. Oh, that feels so good, y'all.
I know something else that is dirty, Jasmine. I won't say, but just assume, right? I'm sick of that nasty bird already. Anyway, already. Anywho, have a good day, everyone. You too, Paulette. Okay. Oh, God.
I don't know why my ear was itching so bad.
I know why it's itching so bad. You don't wash it.
I'm just trying to take it slow by my patience.
So you taking the vape in the bathroom too and the drink? Ew.
I told the kids to chill. Why they be on 10?
Because you're not giving them attention because they want your attention. They want you to pay attention to them. They want to be entertained by their mommy. They want to have fun. And they're still hungry because you didn't give them a nutritious meal, which is probably making them irritable. And you won't let them eat a proper full meal. And you're always yelling at them and you're boring, you suck, you are hideous to look at, and they are angry that you're their mom. And the house is always in disarray. You don't have a clean environment. Nobody respects you. Not their father, not this father's girlfriend, not your parents, not your step parents, not your grandparents, your great grandparents, not your whole entire bloodline respects you. Not even the so-called people that you said or you think that you're friends. Not your energy, not your breathing, not your whole existence. Nobody likes.
Okay, we gotta charge. Open this up.
And then the fact that you have to wear this little bitty tennis skirt to get attention is weird and bizarre too on live.
Oh shit. The whole time I thought my phone was charging. It was never plugged up. All right.
So are you that desperate? The dog is barking, the children are disarray, you're bending over, you're showing things that God didn't really want to give you, and God really realized that I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I don't know yet. I don't know if I have any trips planned. I know that sounds crazy, but I just don't know. Maybe we'll do something.
So people have to suggest to you for you to do something with your children. Just like you suggested that they eat legendary
Time to work them arms
leftovers
out. I know.
because they beg for some food. You said that they can have legendary leftovers. I don't think it's about you fulfilling your giving your children being full. I think it's about that you're just trying to ration food out and you really don't want them to eat any food. And I believe that you're trying to make them save the food stamps that because of them, if it wasn't because of them, you wouldn't even have food stamps. You would actually have to get out and work. But okay.
No, I still got a little muscle.
Um. Well. Um. I mean, should I touch that one? Okay. So muscle on top of fat. Muscle on top of fat. Just like you have that huge thing on your neck. The thing that's your neck is holding up is a big old muscle. Like your head, that's what I'm basically talking about. Your brain is the size of a pea. Your head is holding up a small brain. Okay. Stretch Armstrong, right? Put some clothes on. You getting nauseous. You crazy, can you? Oh
I hate
Lord.
this part. I still got muscle though. I know they stay dying, but I thought had a charger. That oil. Oh my god.
Um, all that oil that you have on your body, how come you don't put that oil on your children? Maybe your children will look so ashy if you put that same amount of oil on them that you put on yourself. Your children will look as ashy as you do, as you don't want to look. Or maybe that's sweat.
To the zoo. The thing about the zoo, I did the zoo last time, and that was expensive, and they really didn't like it. And that's whenever we went to the San Antonio Zoo.
Well, part of that is that you don't really take your children anywhere. That's part of that. They're not used to going places with you and they don't appreciate anything, just like you don't appreciate things. You show them to not appreciate things. That's something that they have been taught to not appreciate, right?
You know, it was fun. Even got them a little souvenir, and they were expensive as hell.
Because you don't appreciate things of when people give you, right? Remember that time, I keep reminding you of this. Remember that time when you got that $20 and you told them they should give you 30, try 30 instead of that 20, which you should have been appreciative if a person gave you $1. But no, dollars can add up. But hey, maybe you don't know that because
And I
you're not used to anything.
think I spent about what, almost $800, and they didn't like it. The twins cried.
So you spent $800 going to the zoo. When did you spend $800 going to the zoo? Jasmine, when did you spend $800 going to the zoo? Zoo does not cost $800. If you spent $800 on the zoo, you were stupid because you could have used the $800 and bought them all of them a whole new wardrobe. The amount that it costs for everybody to have a new wardrobe, you would have easily spent $800, not on no zoo. That is a total lie. I don't believe that either, Kenya. I don't see what she's talking about. You didn't spend no $800 on no zoo. What she say? San Antonio? San Antonio? Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Uh, hold on, y'all. I ain't finna let her ride with that one. Let me let her talk while I look it up.
Chris carried Ava the entire fucking time because she was scared. The older girls, they just was looking around.
Baby, that was not the zoo, Jasmine. That was that water. That was not the zoo, baby. That wasn't a zoo. Are you that dumb that you couldn't read? That was the aquarium or something. Wasn't that the aquarium? That was not the zoo, baby. Texas zoo cost. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, so the zoo general admission costs $27.73 per adults, and that's 12 and up. You don't have any 12 and up. People that are 3 to 11, which that's where you are at, it's $21.91. So you did not pay $800. You are lying. Okay. Now it was 2 adults. Let's add that up. Wait a minute now, Jasmine. You're not gonna do that with us. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, so that's $55.54 for 2 of you all. And for plus okay, 50, remember 55.46. So it was 22. And see, Legendary wasn't even was Legendary even born, y'all? Okay. Was Legendary even born? I don't even think Legendary is born yet. Okay. I think you were pregnant with Legendary, which is probably why he was carrying Ava. Okay. So you had 4 children at the time. So it was $90. So 90. So you spent like $100 and something basically. That's what it looked like you spent. Okay. So you spent about $100. Now, let's say you bought gifts. Let's see. Okay. Let's look that up. That was $100 so far. There was $100 something. I'm rounding it off. Okay. Now, uh, now gifts. Okay, hold on now, Jasmine. You're lying. Okay, now, okay, so let me go to the zoo. Oh, say okay, so gifts here. Let's see. Gifts. Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Cause Jasmine, you lying. You lying. That do cost now. That's not what you did. Okay, so let's say you did a souvenir. Let's say that you did a plush gift, a plush toy or something. Let's say that you did that. Okay, so you probably spent here about 30. Let's estimation $30 per person. It'll be $70. So right now I would say 170. Let's see, gas. You probably spent 120 to get there and back in gas, because San Antonio is about San Antonio. Okay, hold on. Okay. From I think where she stay in Houston, Austin, Texas to Austin. Hold on now, Austin, Texas. Okay. So that's about a one that you didn't even spend, you just did a whole tank of gas. So you probably I'm gonna estimate and say you do about a tank of gas. So that was an hour and 31 minutes for you. Okay. So you probably gas money in a legion in a was a truck cost. Okay, all right, so you didn't spend $100, baby. You didn't spend no $800. You probably spent 300 at the most. You probably spent 300 at the most, plus you bought food. No, you probably spent 800 on Chris. Okay, so 135. So you spent yeah. So it was about 8. It said now say it could possibly range, your gas money could range from $66 to $80 depending on your truck is on diesel or gas. Right, on gas. It depends on your efficiency as far as your gas is concerned. So I would say I'm gonna give you about roughly $160. So that's what I estimated. So you probably spent $160 on that gas, $170 if you bought souvenirs for the children and you paid for their tickets. So I would say you spent about plus you fed them. So I would say $30 per person. So I would estimate that you spent no more than $400. I'm going to estimate you spent no more than $400. Okay, because I'm charging food. I would say about $400, Jasmine. Okay, you did not spend $800. Okay, not at the zoo, you didn't. Okay, so let's cut that lie out. Okay, let's continue. All right. Okay, so okay, right. She is a liar, and they are older. Exactly. They were younger then, right? So they were younger then. We don't even go to zoo here because my son wasn't really fond of the zoo. We went to the zoo in St. Louis, and that was not a big hit for him. He was just like, eh. He could see, he just had the experience of going to the zoo. It's not a big thing here because it's free in St. Louis. Number one, you have to pay to go here,
No, I choose
and
to.
if you went to St. Louis Zoo, why do we need to go here to this zoo? Just saying,
I choose
it
to.
wasn't interesting, not for him.
I know it's
Not for
mine.
my
I mean, I need a new one.
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Miss Jones, that's about the most she spent. Because I just estimated all the tickets. I just broke down the tickets. I told you how much she spent for the tickets. The tickets are $22.73 per child. Okay. And so just imagine back then it was probably cheaper. I'm looking at the prices now. Okay. So back then it was probably $18. It might have been $18. But I'm saying at the most she probably spent, because I estimated the gas mileage. I said 160 for the gas. I said 100. She said she gave everybody a toy. Okay, so she probably spent $20 for 4 children on a plush toy, okay, on some type of a toy. She didn't spend that much. She's probably spent no more than $20 per souvenir for a child, okay. And so I estimated that. So I said about $70. So I said about $70. So I did 170 plus that 160 in gas, and probably estimation of $100 in food. So she didn't spend no more than 400. Okay. So I'm just giving these are just estimations. I'm just telling you how much stuff costs. hmm It ain't $800. How about that?
Maybe something else. I don't know. A lot of stuff is expensive when you have so many kids. Like I could do like do some little fun
Well, you
things, but
should have had small. You should have had a small amount of children, though. That's your fault.
nothing like big because a lot of that shit's expensive. Like taking trips and stuff. When you got a lot of kids. If I just had one kid, that's different. I mean, I have one kid every other week, but
But you don't have one kid, though. You have 5. That's what you chose to do. You chose to have all those children. So, I mean, hence, you have to pay a lot for vacationing.
the type of mom I am,
And clothes. Don't talk about the type of mother you are, because we already know the type of mother you are. Don't try to lie. Don't try to lie, because you get ready to come out with a lie. You get ready to come out with a lie, Jasmine. You're not a good mom. Okay, we're not gonna play these games. Let's go.
if I do something with Legend, I'll be feeling bad because I wanted to take him to the thing about the other day. But I was like, no, I'm way tired.
Jasmine, you don't care about doing something with the most of children. Don't say when you do something with Legendary you feel bad. No, you do not. Because if you felt bad, you would do it with them. You'll wait till they get there, or you'll do it with them at the next month, the next following month. Now, I'm not saying my that's not my issue. Like, okay, let's say if you do something with Legendary, and when the other children come back, I'm not saying she should do something that month with them, but maybe the next following month she can do it with them when she get her check, right? And she'd be like, oh, well, I took Legendary here, so would you guys like to go next month? Or you could just take them there that month, but you refuse to do that. But, okay, whatever.
Get my other kids and take them all. I know the twins. What's that noise?
I said she before her hen she should have thought about that right before laying all them eggs, right? I always holler about kids expensive, get on my nerves, okay?
I know the twins are like it. Even the older girls, I thought that they was gonna be bored. I'm not gonna say older girls, Caitlin. I thought she was gonna be bored, but she was actually playing. So it's good to see them still in their kid element, even though that they get older. And yeah, they had fun. They had a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course, because they were so happy to get out the house that they would find that intriguing. When you're taking your children, when you're never taking them anywhere, that's what happens.
Fun. I'm just trying to take it slow, but my patience.
Your children aren't used to going anywhere, especially with you. They go places with their dad, but they don't go nowhere with you.
I can't read that.
All that noise, I don't see how she does it. That would drive me nuts.
Parents be too soft with them kids. Yeah, you can't be soft. Y'all heard
Jasmine, you soft with Legendary.
them. They was like, I'm hungry still. Can I get another Hot Pocket? No. Because when I pack your lunch,
Well, first of all, a Hot Pocket is not going to fulfill them. Now, it's one thing if you gave them a Hot Pocket, some fruit, and some chips, and maybe like a salad or something, then I could understand. But Jasmine, you didn't even do that. You just gave them a Hot Pocket and said that's it. No, ma'am. You should have gave them some fruit and some vegetables. Okay, that's why they're hungry. This dude has.
to go to school, I don't pack two
You
Hot Pockets. I
crazy,
pack one.
tell you.
When you at school, you get one pizza. You just because you at home doesn't give you
Jasmine, no, ma'am. They don't just get one pizza. Have you ever ate a school lunch? I heard you did. Okay, so usually with school, what they eat, school even give you a better meal than that. School will give you a small little pizza, like a mini pizza, or a slice of pizza, or a mini pizza, and then they cut that off. Thank you, honey. Oh God, girl, hold on, y'all. Woo. Hot Pockets, right? 3.5 grapes, exactly. Crazy. Hey. My bad, y'all. He's back there asleep and got cut that alarm on. My bad, y'all. I thought he was up. I'm like, boy, if you don't cut that alarm up, he knocked out. So wouldn't that make sense, Jasmine? It doesn't make sense though. I'm trying to tell you what I don't understand is this here. What I don't understand is even with a school, what they'll do is they'll give you a mini slice of not a mini slice, but a mini pizza, okay? And then they'll give you a salad and some fruit and a drink. And then they'll give you a cookie with it or some kind of a snack. So they might give you some chips or you may get a cookie or some type of dessert. Okay. Hot Pockets, right, exactly. I already read that. It's just crazy. You don't give them a whole meal. You don't even give them a whole lunch, like a type of a lunch. That's kind of a lunch. That's normally what people do for a lunch. Normally, people will give you either a sandwich. Normally, a normal household, not Jasmine's, but a normal household. When we think lunch, when we think an average lunch of an American, okay, normally an average lunch, a person to get one or two sandwiches, a salad and some fruit and a bag of chips. That's a normal American. That's kind of standard. That's like, or depends on what for a child, Or you will get like a pasta salad and like a regular salad, like a vegetable salad, like lettuce, tomato, whatever goes in the salad, whatever you want to put in the salad, some chips, right? Or chips and some cookies and a fruit and a drink. You know what I mean? If you go to a restaurant and you ask for, in some other cases they give you a sandwich. You'll have like a sandwich, okay, and you will get like vegetable, or you get a fruit. I mean, no, excuse me. Yeah, you'll get some fruit, and you will get like a bag of chips, and you'll get some soup and a drink. Right? These are things that I've given my son. I've never just given him, like I said, for lunch. I mean, for breakfast, my son, we kind of woke up a little later. So of course I couldn't my son had like 30 minutes to get ready for his class. So we woke up kind of late this morning. So I gave him some sliced cucumbers, probably like a half a cucumber and a waffle, right? And yeah, that was pretty much in a drink. Okay. And so he wasn't really hungry this morning, but that's what he ate. That's what I fed him. And then for lunch, I did like a whole big pasta salad thingy with vegetables, fruit, and etc. within there. Okay. Like I said, I didn't tell you all what was in there, but it was a lot of it was broccoli, lettuce, tomato, pasta, and what else it have in it? Carrots, uh, celery, cucumbers and some other stuff. I don't remember. My husband made it. And it had avocado. And it had avocado in it. And it was something else. I don't remember. And he had a peanut butter sandwich with it. And he had a drink. And he had something else. I don't remember. Oh, and he had a salad. Oh, he had a salad on it had a salad. And he had he had the vegetable. It wasn't a salad. It was just kind of, and it was a salad, but I mixed in the salad. I'm sorry. I might have told you wrong. But either way, he had and for dinner, I don't know what we're going to eat. My husband's cooking. But either way, come on now. And he was so full that he didn't even finish all of the salad because it was a lot. He didn't have a lot left, but he got a little left. At least, children are not going to, if you train their stomach, they're not going to overeat. Most of them are not going to overeat because they know they're going to pay for it later on. So he probably, I got a refrigerator back there. So he put the other portion in there in the refrigerator. Probably when he gets home, he's going to finish it, or he's going to either put that either with his dinner, or he's going to, because I do have a refrigerator back there. I showed you all. Or he's going to, put it with, or just eat it before he eat his food. But yeah, but still, it's cool. It's not like it's left out all day like how Jasmine does.
Luxury, eat all the food in one setting. You're gonna wait. You want another pizza hot pocket? You get tomorrow. You had breakfast.
Jasmine, but why didn't you give them a whole meal though? Why you halfway giving them a meal? Listen, I'm not gonna keep telling you this. The bottom line is you are stupid. You're not giving your children any type of nutrition. And some days he might eat lighthearted. Some days he might eat like a light lunch. He might just want an almond butter sandwich, or with he had jelly on it too. It was peanut butter with jellies, and that's what he asked for. He asked for what we ate last night, and then he asked for the peanut butter sandwich, and then he asked for a salad. That's what he asked for, and I gave it to him. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, and it also had squash, yellow squash. Not yellow squash, but spaghetti squash. Excuse me. It had spaghetti squash with it as well. So he get a nice amount of food, right? And then for lunch we're gonna eat something else. So that's the bottom line. Hi. Hello. Yes, it is. Thank you. Okay. What the heck is this? What is this? This is so weird. I have no idea who this is. I'm going to have to Google this. This is the weirdest. Somebody's sending me some more weird stuff. Okay, y'all. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you. Okay. I have no idea who sent me this. It don't even have a return website on this. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I need to call my husband back. I spent enough time with you all. When did she spend $100 at the zoo? Girl, it probably wasn't at the zoo. But anyway, when she went to that other place, she went to some Sea World or something like that. It was an aquarium or something. It was not the zoo, but okay. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I gave y'all estimation. I looked up the information, so that's what I see. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you for coming. Appreciate each and every one of you all. Oh, here I am. All right, y'all. See y'all.